Just a little pile of catnip to make sure that I can keep my cat nice and stoned so he doesn't actually cause me too much in the way of grief with all of his meow meow, play with me now, meow meow, feed me now, meow fucking meow, come out with me now. I mean, bloody hell, come on little puddy cat, come and take your drugs like a good little puddy, there you go, just sit down, eat it, roll in it, I don't care, just go and get stoned. Because if you're stoned, I'm not going to be hassled. Yeah. Okay, it's Nick again. Now, as is traditional, I'm not going to tell you who I'm going to address this to or who I am addressing this to. But let's just say that there is an entire market out there which is massive and probably makes up probably the vast majority of all forms of occult literature and media out there, which is basically not all that much to do with supernaturalism and occultism and all the rest of that. It's there to deal with a specific assumed need which they think people within their audience have, whether it's for identity or to find some kind of solution, emotional solution or closure to some kind of harm which was done to them when they were younger or whatever. These things are put out there and are created purely to address those needs, whether they're real or assumed. And that's one of the reasons why there's so much relationship stuff in there, primarily for women who've had failed relationships. Okay, that's what it is. That's what a lot of it is there for. That's why so much is to do with forms of romantic love, rather than love being in a more abstract concept to do with the whole universe being about love or healing being about love and all that kind of stuff. So there's thousands of assumed needs out there, whether it's an assumed need to hate against Christianity or an assumed need to hate against paganism or an assumed need to have a replacement fictional figure for your parents that you never got on with when you were young anyway, so hey, fucking buy my merchandise, or join in with this particular cult or that particular cult and all the rest of that. Now, or indeed those who are just like terrified of dying and want to have some kind of solution to the idea of death because they don't want to die, or they miss someone who's passed on, or they want to have some kind of comfort for thinking that someone who they knew who's passed on is either okay or is going to somehow reincarnate and then sort of like start dating them all over again and stuff like that. If you think these are like the ultimate appropriate sources of research into spiritualism, occultism, consciousness dynamics throughout the universe, then please get a life. They're not, okay? It's mainly there to cover some assumed need, okay? Some of it, like the Collins Gem Book of Prediction I've got on my shelves there, is primarily there just to keep teenagers occupied so that the parents can go about and, have adultery or whatever it is that they want to do at that time. Some of these sources of information are crap. Okay? They're not like the hard and fast truth of the universe when it comes to things which are of the, unseen world. I actually would rather, my point of view here, which is that there's some strange things that happen, we don't fully understand them, but we can say that they happen on the basis of experience, but we don't know what they mean. Rather than saying, I've had this experience, it correlates very nicely with something I read in a really, really badly written book. Okay, therefore it must be proof that the aliens are here. Right? Or whatever. Okay? Crikey! Perspective. Perspective.